Yes! Welcome back, ballers! How's it going? Everyone looking good? Nice to see everyone stuck with us. Oh, Genji played his commercial. Thank you, Mr. Genji. You're very helpful. Let's talk about Method then, because everyone's been asking. Everyone would like to believe there was some sort of crazy drama that happened with Gamescom, which isn't true. Not everything went right at Gamescom, for sure, but I managed to talk over Skype with a couple of guys in the last couple of days, and we managed to resolve it. It was just a complete miscommunication and caused some delays. That was the only issue, wasn't it? Caused some delays. We lost a lot of time. We filmed the live raids and stuff, but we're not going to get to use that footage now. So that wasn't the reason for leaving by any means. I always made it pretty clear to the guild and to you guys that when I decided to join Method, it was nothing to do with the YouTube channel. I kept it very, very separate. Very separate. There was no Method footage on my channel or anything like that. Anything I did do gave to Method Network, their own YouTube channel, to do. Wanted to keep it very, very separate because I was very positive there would be a lot of people in the guild who would be like, he's joining us because of his YouTube channel. He wants his name with the YouTube channel. I knew that was going to happen, and it did happen. That's, some people did think that when I joined, which was fine. I kind of expected that, and it went on for a while, but that's okay. It came down to, ultimately, I'd been talking on the daily a couple of times that I'd considered leaving for a couple of reasons. And one was, it started to really dawn on me how much I need to do in the first few weeks of Mr. Pandaria. Like, a crazy amount. I think we worked out something like 78 videos or something wacky that I need to do in the first couple of weeks of Mr. Pandaria. So that's a lot of me talking and focusing on other things other than Method. It's kind of a contradiction that my job involves World of Warcraft and not exactly as I wanted to be. I joined for personal reasons, which is to get the world first. I'd never had a world first. I still thought I was kind of capable of doing it. I certainly don't think I was as good a player as I used to be. I didn't care as much. Does that make sense?
No.
I used to really, really care a lot about my own play. Like, really.
I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't, but I nerdishly cared about every single little micro spellcast to make it. But I still do, but not as much. As maybe as when I was a tank. Maybe it's because I was a tank. I don't know.
That's what it is.
I don't know. Something like that. I definitely felt while I was raiding, I was like, I just don't care as much as I used to. Which led to a couple of sloppy mistakes sometimes, but nothing major.
Sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds. Did quite well in beta. Beat the other DPS warriors a couple of times. It was always pretty even. Deco was generally ahead of me. We all balanced out pretty well. Warriors weren't in great shape on beta as it is. They've been fixed now, thankfully. But overall, it came to the fact that you needed to get a couple of characters in Method up to scratch pretty quickly. Highly geared as well. Ready for raids, which was fine. I was going to take my warrior and my DK. And it just started to be like, you know what? I'm just not going to be able to keep up without, killing myself. I'm certainly not going to be able to dedicate as much time as I wanted to the YouTube channel, which is my job. Because essentially what we need to happen when Mr. Pandaria launches is I need my channel to be essentially where people go for their computer guides. For their guides on their classes. That's where I need them to go, and I need to do that very quickly. So throughout all that, until the next patch, that's where people go. And therefore we can get into a position to grow properly into other things. I mean, we started introducing more. We're still working on our Let's Plays a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't have access to you, which is a shame. But we're working with Genji. He's new to being on mic and stuff like that.
He did well in the Orcs video.
He did well
in talking. He didn't do well in until the fourth guide. He didn't realise that the character that he played's auto attack had an AoE function, which is described on the character.
I mean, yeah, it's stuff like that. We're trying to work into that to grow, not away from World of Warcraft, but alongside it. So because World of Warcraft won't last forever. That's for damn sure. And we want to grow as a business, essentially, as we get older and older. So I needed to make sure that the channel was going to be there. And it wasn't going to happen. I could not foresee a way of it happening. And it was just playing on my mind a lot until ultimately it was like... It got to the stage when I came back and I did the daily. I guess I got a sort of thanks to Carl for this, although he did it in a rude way. One of the feral druids from Method is... I was doing the daily and I was telling you guys about my impressions of Gamescom, the early impressions before we got you here. And he came in the chat and he went in these quite normal ways like... If you're going to tell a story, you need to do this. And I was like, that's just reminded, because it was supposed to be raiding. It reminded me completely that the fact that I had to raid that night had just gone out of my head. No, Zakal doesn't need to feel sorry. He's very abrupt, Zakal. I don't think we've ever really got on. I mean, you don't get on with everybody in a guild anyway. I wasn't very outspoken in Method on purpose. Purely because I didn't want to be like, hey, you know what, I'm the best guy ever because I'm a fucking YouTube, you know? I didn't want to do that at all because I was trying to keep that completely separate. So I just took my time and just hoped the play would work out. But Zakal actually reminded me that I was supposed to raid that night and it had just gone. It wasn't even in my mind. It wasn't there. And that was it. I was just like, I need to leave straight away because if I'm not even asked and can't even remember that I have a weekly 1 hour raid, what chance have I got during fucking Mr. Pandaria? Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? If you can't even remember to raid for 1 hour a week, what fucking chance have you got when it comes to Mr. Pandaria? No way at all. So that was it. And so I just decided to call it then. It was like, as soon as I saw that message, I was like, shit, I was supposed to fucking raid. There was just no way. It wasn't worth it for me to sacrifice this. Although for my personal reasons, I really wanted that world first. I had a really long talk afterwards with Apco, who's one of my oldest friends in WoW, I think, besides like Genji and Blubzor. The same size as Blubzor.
Right, I see how this is.
No, well, I knew you before WoW. Yeah, I knew Genji before WoW. So I would say that Apco, or Elfie as we know him, was one of my oldest friends.
Oh shit, Apco's Elfie, right, okay, as you were.
Yeah, like you know who Elfie is?
I like Elfie.
Yeah, Elfie. We know him as Elfie, and when I called him Elfie in Method, nobody knew who I was talking about. Because I only know him as Elfie. I can't get used to calling him Apco. It doesn't flow off the tongue like Elfie. So talking to Elfie for fucking ages, because he was like, why have you left, man? I was really looking forward to doing some progress with you and stuff. And I was like, dude, playing with you again was one of the main reasons I wanted to play. Because Elfie's changed a lot over the last few years. He's become more outspoken. He was quite quiet when I knew him, when I first met him. And when I first told him he should apply to Method, actually, I remember having that conversation. And I was like, dude, you know, you're good enough. Because it's when I first joined Method. I was like, Elfie, you should come with me, man. That was back in TBC. I was like, Elfie, come on, just join with us. And he did, and he's having a great time there, and he's done really well for himself. And he's grown as a person from there. He's become, you know, he's much more outspoken. I have a good chat with him. And that was one of the big downers. I was like, I got really good friends with a few people, like Deke, especially Sparko, Warlock. Sparko, because you don't know him. But me and Sparko talk on a pretty much, you know, regular basis over Skype, but still do, which was good, even if I left.
Like lying on your stomach on your bed with your feet like, what you doing?
Hey Sparko, what you doing? Well, Sparko's trying to break into he's trying to break into his own sort of stuff as well with gaming, so we often have regular chats about it and how it's going. So yeah, those guys I'm really going to miss. And it was really good to see actually in the chat Just Wait. Just Wait was one of the only people who approached me as well. Zosis, you remember Zosis?
From Dart?
No, from Kill Count.
Name rings a bell.
Shaman.
I was going to say Shaman, yeah.
Yeah, Resto Shaman. Good friends with Elfie as well. But Just Wait was one of the people who came and said hello. I mean, I went and... I'm pretty sure some of the guys didn't recognise me. Like Hentridson, the hunter, I went and spoke to him. He recognised me. And we spoke. I mean, I introduced myself. I wasn't looking for recognition or anything like that. But I went to see him. But I remember shaking Trekkie's hand, and Trekkie was like... like this. Like... What the fuck? And then Valian, I think as well. I shake Valian's hand, and he's like, I don't get it at all. I don't know. I was like, it's preach, you know. And he's like, oh, okay, I get it. But
do you know what you should have done, mate? You should have played it cool, and when they came out the side door, you should have stood with your back to the door, so it's got your name in neon green.
Just what it's just said there. They said they didn't even notice you behind us. We stood right next to them, weren't we? But apparently, a lot of people didn't.
Big-headed fox.
I don't think so. They think they didn't notice us. But anyway, it was a shame at Gamescom. We wanted to get the interviews, and we did get some good live raid footage. We did, because we had you guys moving through the crowd. It was roasting hot. We got lots of stuff with barrel roll on stage. They wiped on the ferry, which was pretty sad.
I was going to say, we got some fresh
air. Oh, Just Wait, you should get mocked for that. I had a whole interview question lined up for like Skull and stuff about wiping on the ferry, just to troll them a little bit, because it was funny. The whole crowd. That was one of the biggest crowd reactions. Was that bit? It was fucking funny. But yeah, that's the only reason. So we're moving on. It's just to focus more on gaming, which is actually pretty cool. And I'm looking. A few guilds have contacted me. I certainly can't go for a world first guild. That makes no sense at all. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a guild that essentially will let me raid with them when I want. Really? I know it sounds egotistical.
Fuck me.
That's what I need. You know, that's what I need.
I can spare an hour tonight, guys.
No, not like that. But I commit to probably. I can commit probably realistically to like 1 day a week, and I will keep a character up to scratch for that. But I can't raid 5 days a week.
Oh, I can't raid 5 days.
I can't raid 5 days a week. It's just not fucking possible right now. But I need a guild that's slightly more ahead than Stark, I think. Just to bring you guys the guides more than anything.
How dare you?
Well, you might do really well, I don't know.
Well, we are going to do really well just for that.
You might do really well. But I do want a 25-man guild for sure.
Fuck 25, man.
Fuck 25 man, fuck 25 man. So yeah, I was speaking to a couple of guilds about what I'm going to do, really. Because I just want to bring you the guides. It's sort of weird for me, it only plays for the first kill. I didn't get to do a lot of 25 heroic, but I did a lot of 10 heroic before people started showing up for the 25 heroics randomly out of nowhere. We played a lot of the bosses, so I've got a good feel from every boss so far. I've not got the kills, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not overly excited about the progression anymore, considering I've seen a lot of the bosses.
Do you know what I'm excited
I hate farming, and I think after getting the first kill, it'll be sort of a little bit of boredom. So I'll see what goes on with that.
I want the rogue armor from challenge modes.
We'll do some challenge modes.
That looks decent.
Do some challenge modes.
What the fuck? In fact, no, because like I say, I'm completely blind-eyed to it, miss. I've just the only time that I watched the gameplay. I mean, I watched the beta vids when I'm in work and stuff like that. But just the outside of like the class mechanics and stuff. What are challenge modes?
Challenge modes are kind of like old school heroics. You have to form your own group. You have to make your own way. They've listed one of the major factors of challenge modes is you have to make your own way to the instance. Can you imagine the horror? Can you imagine the horror? But you get a gear that's set to a certain level and you have to complete the dungeon as fast as possible.
Is that when you get the gear?
Yeah, you get a ranking. You get like a gold, silver, bronze badge.
And you need to get it in like whatever that... Is it like 3 different...
There will be a ranking
pieces?
for who's completed it the fastest. But you don't have to be the fastest to get the gold medal. There'll be a set time that gets you the gold if you're a group, and then you get the challenge mode rewards.
So if it's like gold, silver, bronze, that means there's 3 levels of challenge mode gear.
I'm not sure about the gear. I think you'll need the gold for the whole set, obviously.
How many people is it in challenge mode?
5. It's just one of the 5-man dungeons.
Oh.
But gear's not a factor. Your gear gets rebalanced to the correct stats.
For challenge mode?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty fucking decent.
Mm-hmm. It should be alright. I can't see it lasting too long. I think it's going to be a bit novelty. And I think there will probably be a couple of people who really go at it. You know, like a couple of 5-mans who keep pushing for the first and second spot. But everybody else will get the stuff for the gear and then not bother anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like scenarios. Scenarios are really fun. I've done all the scenarios on beta.
What scenarios?
Scenarios are 3-men dungeons that can be done by 3 DPS, 2 DPS and a healer, and you get really fast queues because it can just take DPSs. It doesn't need a tank. But the rewards are obviously a lot less than a 5-man heroic.
Yeah.
So they're really good. They're really fun. I did a video of one where you go on. You can complete them in different ways, which is really cool. You don't have to. It's like a story mode. So when you go in, it's usually 3 sections. It'll say, "Badoom, protect this monkey, attack the beach, and then kill the boss." Generally, it's like kill the last boss. But you can do whatever you want. They generally have tasks like, "Oh, you have to pick up a certain amount of brew," or you have to go and find all these pots.
No troll. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your time out, Genji. As you were.
You've banned him. Oh, 600 seconds?
5 minutes, mate.
5 minutes? My God, I can't count. You know he's going to rage at me tomorrow, not you.
I know, mate.
But scenarios are really quick as well. Take about 15 minutes.
Well,
but you can solo them. They're really easy.
Really?
Because they have to... Remember Blizzard? How Blizzard makes dungeons is to make sure that people can get them done. They assume that at least one person in the group is competent. They have to do it that way. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's how heroics work. They assume one person in there is pretty competent.
Okay.
The other 4 could be trash players and they'll generally get through it, mostly. In scenarios, they've basically made it so at least one person is competent, you can complete the scenario. So in my scenarios that I did, majority of them, I was essentially soloing them all and people were kind of just following along.
Are the scenarios 1 difficulty as well?
Yeah, they're just a scenario, that's it. They're pretty big though. I would say they say they're going to release a lot more. I can't see that by a lot more. I can't see them releasing more than a couple.
Do they do loot drops?
No.
So why do you do a scenario?
I think you get some Valor or Justice, and I hope they had satchels or something like that.
Oh,
they're a really great way of getting moats, actually. You know, like moats of water and stuff.
Yeah.
Nearly every mob I killed in a scenario dropped some sort of moat or some sort of crafting material.
What it sounds like is once you're done with heroics to get your heroic gear, it just sounds like a quicker way to get your valor points, then, doesn't it?
It's not quicker. 5-mans will always be quicker.
So then there's no real incentive to do them.
There is. There's a big incentive in terms of queue time for DPSs. Like a heroic DPSer could wait about 40 minutes, but it's slightly less rewards. Like just what I said there, you get some sort of you might get a statue with a chance of gear at the end. It's not really about anything. It's just for little fun things to do. I don't think they'll last past the first few weeks. I really don't.
Okay.
I've done them all once. I had no interest to go back and do them again. I really didn't. Once you've figured out and seen the funny side, because they've got a lot of comedy in them as well, which is really cool.
Okay.
And like I say, the bits I showed in the video, which were the more exciting ones, where you get to swing from lines to boats, and you go down the pirate sail, like with a knife, onto the boat. That stuff's really cool, and that's optional. You don't have to do it that way. There's stuff around the places that you can interact with, which does extra stuff, and that stuff's really cool.
That's mint. You know what I do? Just jump from the top, mate, somersault, and land like Iron Man on one knee.
Yeah.
And just smash everything around me like...
Yep, that sounds legit.
You fucking wait, mate.
You fucking wait, because I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it, mate.
They are good, they are good. Some of them are a bit boring. They certainly should be harder, because they're pretty... I essentially soloed most of them.
One second, I need to wish my head.
Oh, you got to take your hat off? I should move the camera, really.
No, you shouldn't.
Move the camera.
Fuck you.
Should move the camera.
Okay,
I'm not going to move the camera. So we did talk about our second day in Germany, which was our sightseeing day.
We fucking did an Iron Man challenge, mate.
Yeah,
5,500 steps in.
Maybe Just Wait did it as well. We climbed. We got a lot of lore RP from Vinny about Com. I've got to say, we weren't treated particularly well in Germany.
No, we weren't.
No offense to any Germans in the chat, but we weren't treated particularly well in a lot of places. And there was some. And Vinny said, you know, they don't really. Some people really don't like the English because of the war. And essentially, what had happened is during the war, you know, the Alliance, the Stormer Brigade like bombed the shit out of Cologne and left the cathedral up. And it was Mike who told me actually. He said they left the cathedral up because it's so high. It perfectly pointed out where Cologne was for the pilots because they could see it from miles away. So they bombed everything around it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they bombed everything around it and left the cathedral as much intact as possible so they could see it. So this cathedral is, how high was it? Like 1,300 meters?
No, it was. I think it was 15,500 looking on the map.
15,500. And the only way up there was these steps that were like the tightest steps ever, like circular straight up steps, and it was 533 steps to the top.
I'm not banning anyone, don't worry, carry on.
What?
Did you speak a single word of German?
No, I'm English. Oh, well, we brought Vinny. Vinny speaks German. So, yeah, we did. Yes, we did. We spoke lots of German because Vinny speaks German. He lives in Germany. So, Vinny was our escort through the whole thing. So, we spoke a lot of German. And then we decided to do it. Emma was at 50-50 on doing it. And then she was like, oh, okay, I'll fucking do it. I was just like, guys, we're never coming back here. Let's get our fucking ass up the fucking cathedral. And let's see what it's like up there. So, we fucking... drove, I think it's called the Dome or Dom Cathedral.
Amateur, learn your German history.
L2 German.
But Vinny said it's pronounced Doom.
Doom
Cathedral.
Yeah, so if you don't know how to German, don't talk to us.
I can't see the chat.
Why do you panic when you can't see the chat?
Because people
I was just going to give people a picture.
Don't do the one on my sweaty head.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Oh, you just dragged that right in there.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, mate, let's go on either side of it.
That was the cathedral. There you go.
Ah, you can't even point to it.
That was the cathedral.
Oh, no, get Max Fail, look at me.
That was the cathedral. It was fucking super high. And that tower, I can't really do this, but the highest tower, there's two of those, and that's what we climbed to. Essentially the top of it. It's actually the base of the tower.
I'm going to take my
top
body
tower.
off. I'm so hot.
Yeah, it's roasting in here, man. So we climbed to the fucking top of there. Me, you, and Emma decided to do it. It was a 15-minute climb in the hottest conditions ever, with people coming down the same skinny-ass flight of stairs. So it had this one flight of stairs, and we had to circle on the inside going up, and on the way down, people were on the outside, and it was so enclosed. It was pretty cool, though, but we did it, and the view at the top was shit, wasn't it? It was completely spoiled by how safety-conscious they were.
Do you know what
felt that way. I felt it was so disappointing after that climb.
And it wasn't just that place, because like when I went to Bruges and we climbed the Bell Tower in Bruges, it's just caked in years worth of graffiti, and it fucks me off.
Why are they graffiti in a fucking cathedral?
It's just like it's
especially
just
when you can get Triple H poses like that.
Oh, nice, mate! I didn't even know you'd talk.
I'm the game. Quality picture. It's me.
What a dick.
But here's a picture of on top. That was the view from the top. It was pretty good. That was one of the better pictures. But you
That's
can see
the
we had to
Rhine,
stick
mate.
the camera through. You can see on the bottom left there, you can see the rope. That was netting that was all the way around it. This really thick netting that we had
But
to get
we
through it.
disclosed why they did that, though, not just for the safety aspect, but because the spires on the outside of where we were walking were covered in graffiti. But with that mesh up, you couldn't get your arm through it, do it.
No, you couldn't, which was pretty shocking. But there's a picture of me and you at the top. It was really hard to get a good picture because being at a spire, the sun is always in your face, which is pretty grim.
When I'm being like swag, I always go duck face. Check it.
Being swag. The climb down was harder than the climb up in one way because it was so hot and we were changing temperatures so much. I remember you were behind me and he said, "Dude, turn around." You tilted your head forward and just sweat just fell off your face.
I remember the best two things about climbing down were the first is because you could pick up speed going down. Yeah, you can't really see it on that picture. I mean, literally caked in sweat.
You can see the glistening going on.
You're glistening.
You're glistening. Emma was fucking. Look at the wild hair. We actually went topless. We went fucking topless, didn't we? In the toilets outside.
Yeah.
We went fucking topless. I came straight out, went in there, topless, big wash, cold water, and then we did like a boss. We went for a big beer and then some ice cream. Didn't we?
Yeah,
Beer
right.
and ice cream, which is fucking... Yeah, it was so fucking...
Ghost without a hat. Never seen Ghost. I haven't fucking Ghost without a hat. What?
He's not wearing a hat.
See the way I did that camera tricks, mate. My tag's out now.
Got to say for the Germans though, they do a good fucking beer.
They do an awesome beer.
Yeah, it was fucking a nice beer, and we got some really nice food, didn't we? We got some Italian food, we got some German food, and it was very strange. I suppose we have to talk about this because it was the best part about Gamescom by miles, and not just to be a kiss ass, was when the fans came up to us and were saying hello. That was fucking unbelievable, wasn't it?
That was funny.
That was funny. And poor Doomba, where were you, Doomba?
Did you get that picture?
It's in here somewhere. I'll find it. Doomba was one of the first people that we met, and he come straight up to us while we were waiting outside because it was really hot. We were taking a quick break outside. Doomba came up to us and he was like, "Breach, you know, I've been a subscriber since like number 92, I think he said, something like that." And he was like, "Dude, I've been waiting to see you all weekend." And he was on his own. He'd come over on his own to play at the Gamescom. So we said, "Dude, come and have dinner with us tonight. Come and have some dinner. Come and have dinner with us tonight, and we'll have a great time together." So we got some pictures with these fans here. Let me drag these in. All this was going on. These, I don't know if you guys were in the chat, but that was awesome because you waited while we finished doing what we were doing to get the picture.
That was when we was at Star Trek F1 2012.
Star Trek F1 2012. I can't find the pic of Doomba, or where we were waiting for Doomba. It was the night time, I'm sure.
Go back up. It wasn't the night time.
Yeah, we
there
said.
It is. Oh, the pic when we're waiting for him is on my phone. That's Doomba.
There was Doomba. You got a picture with Doomba there coming up to us. It was really bizarre for us, but it was just so cool. The guys were really happy to see us and waiting with us and all that kind of stuff. There's a load of pictures on Facebook of stuff like that.
Put the epic one of me up. That one.
It's a good picture, that.
That is a good picture.
That is a good picture.
Look at that beard. It's glistening.
It's glistening. But we went to meet Doomba. We said we'll meet at the Dom Cathedral at 9 o'clock.
9:30.
9:30, and you just couldn't find him anywhere. We waited for about 20 minutes.
We was there at 9:15. We left at 9:45 to eat, mate. And we took a picture of us with our watches.
Yeah, I can't find the picture right now. But
no, that's what I mean. You didn't get it. It's on my phone.
Oh, is it on your phone? But we took a picture of me and we were like that, so Doomba would have been in the middle with our watches like that, stood in the middle of Dom Square. I want to say Dom Square like it's Holland, but it's Dom Cathedral.
Put that on that window so I can see the chat. Team player. It was photoshopped. I did have a hat on at that point.
And then we finished up the afternoon. We went for some dinner together, some lunch finally with Vinny, and then we said goodbye to Vinny. And then we got back on the plane and came home.
I give Vinny a cuddle, mate.
You give Vinny a cuddle.
A legit cuddle.
I've definitely got.
Do you know what I didn't capitalise on? Vinny was 4 doors down from us, and I didn't get drunk enough to troll him.
Well, we had a lot of beer, but we didn't get drunk.
No.
I mean, it's British style to have quite a few beers, so we did. We had quite a few little beers every evening because we had a nice little bar in our hotel.
Hi, Ghosty. Hi, Daco1.
Oh, you giving shout-outs?
Yeah, someone said hi to me, so I'm saying hi back to him.
That's nice, yeah.
It's what I do, mate. I'm a nice guy.
It's suspiciously nice because you're not a nice person.
Ghost hasn't really read it. Look at look at that.
It's because of how hot it is in here.
Is it not the camera? Is my ear legit that red? Look.
No. Maybe the camera enhancing you.
Hey Vudak. Hey Upsilon 9.
Oh, I can't find it. The goodbye picture with Vinny. But that was our Germany trip, man. It was fucking crazy.
It was
so
mint.
huge thank you to you guys for helping us get there.
Yeah, man.
Because we had such a fucking awesome time.
Hey Slayer May Show, man.
It was a whirlwind trip though, because it felt like we left and we moved back again, and then we were working.
Rapid.
We got back so quickly, and then the next day we were just working all day with Steph, and then getting Steph home, and then we worked after that. And then I was working all the next day, and Steph sending videos. The second he got home, he started working and doing all the videos and stuff. Well, you guys, I think those videos almost have pretty much 100% thumbs up on all of them, which is really good. And there's still one more to come.
You just completely fucking jinxed it now, aren't you?
I haven't jinxed it. Did you see the latest video that got 5 dislikes because it didn't go into 1080p quick enough?
What?
Yeah, seriously. You know, like when you upload to YouTube.
It starts from low quality.
Yeah, it starts at low quality
and
it renders higher. One of the videos got 5 thumbs down before it even played because it was still in 240p. Not that one. That's the butthurt one about piracy. There, that one.
Oh, mate, can I just say this really quickly? So, you know, like people were giving analogies about piracy, and I don't want to dwell on it.
Oh, the mad comparisons.
Here's one for you. So, right. Let me just say. So, if I bought...
Do you want to go down this road?
Let's not talk about piracy. It's just the idiocy of this analogy. That's all I want to do, yeah?
Right.
Okay, so let me put it to you. So, if I bought a cake, a full cake...
You bought a cake.
And let's say there's 4 of us.
There's 4 of us.
I bought this cake.
You bought the cake.
And I put it in 4 pieces.
Right.
If I gave you a piece, is that stealing?
Did someone say
Have
that?
you stole my cake because I paid for it and you didn't?
Did someone say that?
Yes! You fucking moron!
I don't think it's as good as copying the car. Copying the car is fucking hilarious. If you parked your car in the driveway and I came up and I copied your car and drove the copy away, am I stealing? It's like, how would you copy a fucking car? Like, I brought my factory with me, I'm going to build your car, and then I'm going to drive it away.
I couldn't believe it.
What?
But it's
The
good though.
fuck?
I spent all week literally. I mean, I was so busy at work, but like I always have the YouTube videos open, and I've been trolling it all week. Just someone who makes an idiot comment is just like, I can spare a minute.
I can spare a minute.
I just fucking destroy
Justified my
people.
minute. That's why you
Idiots.
should never respond to the trolls, man. Just
I
leave it sit.
like it.
Good job you don't get my emails, man. All the emails and comments saying, you basically called me a thief, I'm unsubbing. Like I personally was going to arrest
Bye.
him. Oh man, that was fucking hilarious. That was fucking crazy. You basically called me a thief. I'm not a thief. You made me feel dirty. I'm like, I made you feel dirty? What? How did I do that?
You fucking thief.
You dirty thief. As I said to the guy, I didn't care why people pirate stuff, but don't delude yourself.
No.
Don't delude yourself. So you're going to go see Ted. Let's move on to some movie stuff, because we haven't talked about movie stuff for ages.
I was gonna do, but I was too tired. I'm getting too old, and as a parent, I'm like,
fucking hell. Bill Cosby.
no, it is.
Let's just go, where's your Cosby swear?
Yellow pudding pop. No, I went out for a meal with my girlfriend yesterday and was with the intention of going and seeing Ted after it, but after I just filled up on steak and Italian food, I was like, do you know what? I just want to go home, have a beer and go to bed.
I want to go to bed. That was me last night. Emma's going to a party. Good. I'm probably going to have an early night. Oh, but let's talk about this then. Yeah, I didn't waste my time. As you know, time is important. Emma was out all night, which allowed me the freedom to write in the Journal of Mystery. And I wrote the intro to The Weight of the Warrior 2. And it took me a long time. Do you know how hard it is to come up with a logical explanation as to why this character hasn't existed for 2 expansions?
I could name a few.
Oh, could you? Just off the top of your head? Well, you're somebody who's probably on the inside of the general feel of it. Stefan is. We discussed... it was great having Stefan here, actually, because we sat down to talk about Way of the Warrior 2. And he was like, can you change the date, please? And I was like, well, I've already kind of put it out there. He's like, we need more time. We need more time. And I'm like, no, you'll be fine, Steph. You'll be fine.
Man the fuck up,
We'll be
Steph.
fine. We'll be fine. He became... Oh, let's see if... All right, here's a question to you while we're talking. If you were writing The Way of the Warrior 2, what would be your reason for why he disappears at the end of the Burning Crusade and then reappears at the beginning of Mists of Pandaria? What happened?
Because you were focused on
Snape
PvE.
kills Dumbledore. Bane is Batman's father.
Stop getting Bane wrong.
Question time will be in about 15 minutes when we come to the end of us talking shit at you guys. Time's flying by. He got blown away by a Tempest Queef. He joined Method. He was fapping to scat porn, to Japanese scat porn. Gotta be specific.
Scat's not porn though, isn't it? I thought
shit porn.
I thought. Oh right, what's painting with shit? I thought that was scat.
Well, scat's feces.
Whatever.
So
Okay.
scat porn is,
Tarmacking.
Snape kills Dumbledore. He was in a coma. Classic. Gotta go with the coma. He got mind wiped by the Men in Black people. He's addicted to drugs. He was on holiday. That'd be it. That'd be a great story. He was on holiday. I went away on holiday. He had children. He went to space. He hated the cold. He was busy skull fucking ghost for all the years. Get away. Leave him alone.
Just let me do another 10 minutes. He needs to cool off.
He got an STT. He fell into the sunwell. He couldn't afford the subscription. Kidnapped by gnomes. He stopped PvP. Yep. Well. He stopped PvP. Raped by Chuck Norris. Got lost on a boat that drifted to Pandaria. Not bad. That's the one I've liked so far. He got lost on a boat that drifted to Pandaria. I like that.
Got locked in Gotham with no net access when Bane took it.
The Lord's won though, because when Wrath of the Lich King was announced, he was like, wrong.
Nice.
He settled down and had a family, and Deathwing slaughtered them all. Dude, what? Chill, man. Kidnapped by pandas. He got frozen in Northrend. He likes KFC. He was chilling with the pandas. Okay, I think we've had enough of those. Well, I like to say that I came up with a better idea than most of you. So he found a magical... I got a golden ticket. That's the intro. He's me singing, I've got a golden ticket for 10 minutes in black and white. Just for you, mate.
Get a fucking colour monitor.
Get a colour monitor. But I was thinking about the Way of the Warrior 2, because it's going to be like a story and stuff. Now, some people are expecting a certain way, probably similar to the first one, which was me and you just commentating over some PvP. So I think there would be the actual thing, and then the
Come in
DVD...
shot a bit more, mate.
Sorry, mate. This camera's so close. We're used to having range now. This is really wacky. And then the director's commentary. Should we call it the director's commentary?
Nice,
for
mate.
shits and gigs.
Nice.
So we'll do I think there'll be two versions. One with commentary and one without.
With the one with commentary, we should do a screen.
Can do. But yeah, I've come up with some good ideas for it. And I've made a villain. I have a villain. It's not you. Sorry, pal.
That'd be someone very charismatic, mate.
Very one charming motherfucker. You want to start posting your questions? Go ahead, ballers. And then we'll get onto the question.
Who am I?
You can't tell you on the camera, can I? But needless to say, we've come up with a good link between 1 and 2.
Do I have a good part in it?
And it's theoretically going to lead us into the machinery series that I'm writing.
Do I have a good part in it?
Of course you have a good part in it. In fact...
Oh, mate!
You happy
Sold,
now?
mate.
Thank you. We're not doing the Brofist picks tonight. We'll do that on the proper show. This was more of a Gamescom recovery show. We're going to do... I've decided... we've got some people coming to stay here during Mr. Pandaria launch. That's when we'll do the 20,000 subscriber 1 year anniversary Mr. Pandaria launch show. The big one.
Okay, that makes sense.
We'll roll them all into
Wait,
one.
Whoa. Who's staying over at the Mr. Pandaria launch?
I can't tell you now, can I? But needless to say, he has a top world kill under his belt.
Can I stay over?
Of course you can. I expect you to be. It's a web show as well.
Alright then.
We'll do the big live stream for Mr. Pandaria launch, and we'll get some stuff planned for it. So watch the preachgaming.com forums for information on that. We will do stuff like we did for the 10K show, which is get you guys involved. I want to try and do a live game show here.
I was totally fucking thinking that on the way here. No shit.
I don't know how we can set it up, but it's not a problem if it's low tech, because it can look as shit as we want it to.
When we did it with camera 2, just do that with like the mic.
We need Steph. We'll talk to Steph after. Okay. Let's do some questions. Did I get your email? Probably. Emails and stuff I'm generally going to answer on the dailies. I love the dailies at the moment. There's so much backwards and forwards in the conversation and stuff. It's really cool. I really like the fact that you guys are having a discussion like civilized human beings, mostly. We're back up to there. What questions have you got for us tonight, guys? Let's hit some questions. Did you have
sound like a radio DJ? What questions you got next, guys? Let's put them in
Coming
the
in at 10.
Alright, pop pickers.
Are you guys ever going to cover how to obtain mounts, achievements, etc.? That could be a good series for you.
What?
Achievements stuff and mounts and stuff, because you do that shit every week.
Transmog, baby.
Transmog.
Mounts are just the what's the word that I'm looking for? What's the word? Fuck! I'm just so illiterate. I can't think of the word. Mounts are just basically a byproduct of doing transmog. Yeah, byproduct.
I thought of the word.
Word of the day: toilet paper. Owned.
Look at the guys trying to listen in. Something about 300. I was wondering about sending you a video of me playing to your workshop. I don't know if it's a point to do it now in Kata, or should I do it in MOP? I would send it now because the lessons we learn in the workshop are not specific to Cataclysm. They're specific to your play. So they will count in Mr. Pandaria. There's no reason you can't send another one in Mr. Pandaria. There's no issue with that.
Do you know what? I was going to send you one of my rogue, but then I realised I'm really good at it.
Which forum should I post the Council of Ballers thread in? I'm not sure what that is.
No, he's got an American guild called the Council of Ballers.
Oh, it's
for
that
the American.
Firestar. Yeah.
I pay attention to your subscribers.
We'll create you a forum near where the Stark Industries.
Have I got a forum?
Yeah, you've got the Stark Industries forum, haven't you?
Oh, hashtag victory, mate. Trending in your office.
Oh, they all want you to be the villain. That's not going to happen.
I'm not no, because I'm the villain all the time.
Can we get you a pipe that blows bubbles?
Bombshell. Amazon. I really
Just
want
wait
a pipe
once
that can
drama. There's no drama. We sorted it. We spoke to who needed to be spoke to. It's fine. Just wait, trying to cause trouble.
Who's just wait?
Just wait. Just wait's pro hunter. Well, he's going to be a tonk in Mr. Pandaria. He's all about using his cooldowns.
Is he in method?
Yeah.
Is he alright, just wait?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's alright.
Came and said hello at Gamescom. I'm sure you saw.
Oh shit, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I remember just wait.
After everybody left. The monk healing guide's coming out on Monday. Don't worry, it's the last one I've got to do.
How are rogues in MOP?
Great, everyone's doing fine so far. I'm glad to see they finally started doing some big balancing. Why they left warriors till the last minute, I don't know. It was so horrible. I mean, the rogue channel in Method was just such fucking whine from me, Zamos and Deke, about how annoying it was that we were essentially there just to give people fucking skull banners. Our DPS was horrific. What is the monk's main stat? Agi. Agi, for the most part, anyway.
Ghost, will you ever change your race? Ghost, will you ever race change your blood elf? No. Why would one do that? I think the only characters that I've got that are not blood elves are the ones that can't be it, like a shaman and a druid.
Stop asking me about monk healing guide. It's coming on Monday, don't worry.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Give me a minute. Is fire or arcane the best raiding spec in Mist?
I've seen people playing Frost recently, actually. Frost seems to be doing quite well as well. All three seem to be doing some testing on. It's not going to be final until it's released anyway. The balancing's not finished yet. It's pointless me telling you any guides, any sort of finalised answers.
What you've just done right there, mate, you just put your foot
No,
in
it's pointless me
There's
saying
no point
you want to
giving
be
you any
playing
guides.
this when you go into Mr. Pandaria because it could be changed by then. It's still not out yet.
Slayer wants a merch bedurders.
Jenny's the best merch Paderda.
She's a merch bedurder.
Oh, the raid guides that I will be doing will be from all three perspectives. I intend to get a healing tank and DPS one. That's one of the reasons I'm talking to different guilds, because I need people who are able to sort of send me footage or allow me to play different specs in the raids. Please, can you say mashed potatoes?
Say it. You've had more than one now.
What?
Say mashed potatoes.
No.
Say mashed
I'm
potatoes.
not saying mashed potatoes.
Please, mate.
No. Again, people looking for what spec class do you think will be top DPS at release? It's not out yet, guys. It's still bouncing. What?
Sean put he is a massive C-bomb as a GM. He makes me do things, horrible things. You're my bitch, Sean. You're my whipping boy. That's why.
That's funny. Yeah, good luck, Stallone. He's going on a 2-month hiking trip. As Mr. Pandaria is coming out, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, you will not get a good look, idiot.
I'm going to give him a good look, mate.
You give him a good look.
Good luck, buddy.
We want to do Borderlands 2 Let's Play, don't we?
Yo,
if I can,
fuck yeah.
It's working it out because everyone's on at different times. It's really hard. It's really hard to get a big multiplayer of us all together at the moment. It's really hard. It's the only reason I haven't yet purchased it all.
Wrong about DevTGX because Blelf look gay. Fuck you, buddy. There's a big line between sophisticated and gay. When you're gargling hog, that's gay. Blood elf sign.
Are we going to make some more 2 orcs?
I'll make some 2 orcs.
When was the last time we did a 2 orcs? Well, I think we only made 2 episodes, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was fun, that, wasn't it?
The first one.
Do you remember the outrage from 2 orcs?
You're swearing too much in this video, man.
You swear so much. You swear so much. Yeah, we
Look
did.
how light we're going.
But we did check it, and we did swear how many times in that video? Yeah, them videos have still not been watched. Like, it's got 16 comments. Well, there's a lot of new guys, I suppose, in the chat. I'll link it to you. Let us know if you ever want to see more of this, I suppose.
It's high tech as
It's
fuck
old.
as well.
It's really old. This is one of the original things we did on the channel. Why don't you love me? I love you, man.
Ghost, do you love Batman Arkham City? Yeah, it was a fucking amazing game. Really good game.
I don't know if any of the class changes are finished. They can change them anytime they want to.
Slayer Matio Man, why do you always say my name wrong? How do you say that? Slayer Matio Man.
Yeah.
Just said it right, you fucking moron.
Well, maybe he's got a different name. Maybe he pronounced it different.
Perhaps he pronounces it as dickhead.
The gold farming guide will be in Mists of Pandaria. It's pointless me doing you a gold guide before Mists of Pandaria.
Oh, see, Slayer. Oh no, it's Slayer Matio Man who just said that I say his name wrong and wants to say Mersh Bedurda. So don't say Mersh Bedurda now.
We're applying for the press passes now, so we should get them like a normal press thing.
Legit.
We should be good. I can't see us going to another event before BlizzCon next year, though.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I don't think we'll do Gamescom
It's just
again.
it's
unless we have a specific reason to go back to Gamescom. I can't see us covering it unless we're going just for the press day.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't go at the weekend again. It's a waste of fucking time.
Nice bit of weather though, mate.
A nice bit of weather. We can go down south for a nice bit of weather. Yes, Frost DK downtime was fixed last time I played it. I played it on the live stream actually, so I didn't do a video of it. But yeah, they were much, much better. I actually quite enjoyed Frost last time.
Ghost, are you going to roll the girlfriend class for Borderlands? Which one was the girlfriend class?
You want to be that one that looks like a dildo.
No, I want to be the one that looks like a fucking samurai. That's who I want to look like. You can be the big fat knobhead with the 2 guns, like, oh mate, I've got 2 guns. Ooh, you dickhead. Preach, I heard you were looking for sausage.
Yeah, World of Vlogs guide will be coming out in the next week or so. Last couple of questions, guys. Matio Man.
GarageBand's got it right. If I say your name's Matio Man, it's Matio Man. Don't fucking argue with me.
I preferred the Hunter as well in Borderlands 1. I love the Hunter.
Mordecai.
Yeah, Mordecai.
That's basically what the samurai is in Borderlands 2.
The
but he's
dildo?
a samurai. He's not a dildo.
He's a dildo.
No,
he looks like a dildo.
Fuck you.
He looks like a dildo.
He looks awesome.
He does look like a dildo.
You look like a dildo.
Can you stop giving me timeouts on the Daily Preach? I've already answered all these questions. Okay, so we'll call it that because people are just asking the same questions.
No, give him a minute. Give him a minute. Answer, ask, spam with serious questions. Go for it now.
I don't want serious questions.
Still got like 30 minutes left yet.
No, we'll go for an hour and a half.
What? No, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
We go for 2 hours.
That's the time we go for an hour and a half.
Oh, you lie. We have 2 breaks. We go for 2 hours.
Oh, should we take a break then and come back?
Yeah, let's do that then.
We'll take a break. Alright, I'm going to call it here for the actual show. So your ridiculous and crazy questions we'll take when we get back.
I like it, yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back in 5 minutes and then we'll take your silly questions and we'll get a little bit less
formal.
informal in the camera because we're always formal.
We're always formal.
We're always